This is the first episode of Lady Killers,
which is us.
It's a pun.
It is a pun. We are also doing a series on lady killers.
Yes.
That is not, it's ladies who are killers.
Yes, and we are not ladies who kill.
We're not. We're just talking about ladies who kill. Clarify, we're not doing any killing yet.
Not yet. Who knows? FBI.
I mean, stay tuned, I guess.
Mini-series. Yeah. We murder everyone.
Yeah.
No. This is
Genene. I'm Genene.
I'm Kaitlyn. Hi.
Hello, hi.
This is a 6-episode arc in which we're discussing some really, really cool lady true crime. So, tonight we are talking about Miss Katherine Knight.
Okay.
It's an Australian murder.
Okay. I feel like I don't get that a lot. Okay.
Down under, or whatever.
Okay.
So, insert a photo of Katherine Knight somewhere.
Right here.
Beep, 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 beep. So, she is from Aberdeen, Australia. And this Aberdeen.
That's a Cage the Elephant song.
Aberdeen, Abada. Aberdeen is 3 hours from Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Aberdeen has a coal train, a silo, and only 2 pubs. And it is a top pub and a bottom pub. I don't know what that means.
Wait, so does that mean, in my head, I imagine it's one of those one buildings. And it's just like
what it
2
is.
different pubs on top and on bottom. It's like the same place, same building.
So like,
but like top
I think
bottom.
that's it. I couldn't find
that's
really any photos except that Aberdeen used to be super successful and then it like ran down.
Okay.
So it's a lower socioeconomic area.
Okay.
And it was the home of Miss Katherine Knight.
Okay.
So she was born to Barbara Rohan, née Thorley, via an adulterous affair with Ken Knight, who was a co-worker of Barbara's husband. So the affair was like this major scandal in this really conservative ass town.
So what year was this?
This is like, she was born in, I don't got you there. She was born sometime, she was like in her 40s when this happened.
Okay.
So that's what I got for you. And this was 2000, so let's say something in the 1960s.
Okay, I can imagine it being a scandal. I'm just trying to set the picture, you know.
Insert date of birth here.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Got you. Barbara and her lover, then husband, were forced to leave Aberdeen and move to Moree, New South Wales. And then she gave birth to Katherine, who was a twin. Ken, Katherine's dad, was an alcoholic who openly raped Katherine's mother, like repeatedly, but then Barbara, Katherine's mom, told her like intimate details of her sex life like all the time. Katherine also claimed she was sexually assaulted by several members of her family until she was about 11 years old. Psychiatrists actually accept this claim because a lot of times murderers will give excuses for their behavior, and obviously there's no excuse for murdering someone, but essentially that was something that she argued was an impetus for doing this crime.
No, that makes sense.
And psychiatrists accept this claim because various members of her family support that claim. Katherine had borderline personality disorder.
Okay.
And she had a lot of issues in terms of she would get really attached to people and have really strong negative reactions when she felt that they weren't treating her the right way.
Okay.
Which is important to know as this progresses.
Also, whenever you mentioned the fact that, like, she would blame her sexual abuse history for her actions.
Yes.
I automatically was like, oh, that sounds maybe a little BPD, and
yeah, no, exactly.
So
and like BPD is a catch-all term for a condition that manifests itself in individual tremendous mood swings. You fight with your friends, you fight with your lovers a lot,
and it's like a big, I want to say fear of like being abandoned.
Yes.
And so then they like basically lash out to give them a reason, or to give them a reason to abandon themselves, but to make it more justified, I suppose.
And you always think someone's taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
So fun facts about Katherine.
Yeah, okay.
In high school, she was remembered as a bully.
Oh.
She assaulted at least one boy with a weapon in school and once injured a teacher. When she wasn't enraged, Knight was a model student and often earned awards for good behavior. But she left school at 15.
Wait. She earned awards.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I think it's kind of funny. It's like either award.
I really like the idea of her getting like this gold medal and just being like, "Congrats, you were good today, gold star, Katherine."
You might have to beat up a teacher the other day, but you did really good today.
You're winning now, Katherine. I had a really fun hobby of cutting things up at the local abattoir.
Abattoir?
Abattoir.
What does that
meat
mean?
cutting.
Oh.
So she eventually became a meat cutter. She worked at like
Badass.
Yeah, super cool. She was a tough country girl. She lived on the edge. She had many boyfriends, and none of her children had the same fathers.
She lived on the edge.
She lived on the edge. That's what the Wikipedia article said.
She lived like on the edge.
I directly stole that.
That's okay.
She dated this guy named David Kellett. Her own mother at their wedding, Katherine and David's wedding, said that Katherine would probably kill him. Which is cool. Eventually, David left in hiding, and because Katherine made him fear for his life. Also, on their wedding night, Knight tried to strangle him because he fell asleep after having intercourse only 3 times.
Only 3 times.
I get her. I'm like, you gotta get it up.
You're like, hello.
I'm like, this is understandable. She then started dating this guy who became her fiance named John Price.
Okay.
He discovered that she had borderline personality disorder pretty slowly, but he was pretty cool with it. So one time she threatened him because he was threatening to leave her.
Okay.
So she was like, no. And sent a video of him stealing a first aid kit from his coal mine and threatened to send it to his workplace.
Oh.
But then she just did it anyway, and he was fired.
A first aid kit, though?
Yeah, it's super stupid. But then he took her back 6 months later. Some details about other things that Katherine has done. One time, her ex-husband was 5 minutes late getting home, and she hit him over the head with a frying pan.
Oh.
And then one time, she slashed the face of a woman with one of her knives, and it made the woman drive her to Queensland to find her ex-husband.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, I know, oh, girl.
Okay.
Also, she sleeps in her bed with, like, in her bed, over her bed is a bunch of knives from her job cutting up meat.
Oh, that's right. Like above her bed?
Yeah,
I imagine just like a tool belt.
So her fiance literally
you know?
talks about staring up and being like constant death.
I thought you were gonna say, you know how in movies and stuff like teenage boys will have like Playboy and stuff. I thought you were gonna say like some actor or something maybe a little bit weird.
No, she's all like knives. She's like,
Wow.
So she had a thing known as, it's called piquerism. And it means she's aroused by cutting, slicing, or stabbing skin.
Okay, I've heard of like knife play. That is a thing.
So she's really, really into knives. She loves a good knife. Anyway.
Loves a good knife.
So one time, Knight also stabbed John Price, the new guy that she's dating.
Right, okay.
In the chest. She stabbed him on February 2000. On February 29th, 2000, he took out a restraining order against her to keep her away from him and his children.
Okay.
John broke off the engagement, and Katherine couldn't stand to be alone. Katherine starts going a little bit berserk, and she goes to her grandchildren's house because she has she goes and she starts filming a videotape. And this videotape is her playing with her grandkids.
Okay.
So she's like cooking up a scheme all through this. She's playing with her grandkid, and she addresses the camera and says that she hopes one day she'll see her grandkids again, which is eerie. And considering what I think you know is probably about to happen.
I don't know if you heard me take that breath. I was like, okay, like here we go. Like
the ride. We're getting here now.
Goes the seatbelt.
Is this the murder part? This is the murder part.
Oh, the murder part's about to happen, guys. We're going.
So this is a signal of a lot of premeditation. She also bought black lingerie that day.
Okay.
I
mean, nothing makes you feel more powerful than some nice black lingerie. So
Katherine then shows up at her ex-fiance's house and just watches TV while he's asleep, and then wakes him up, and then they have sex. Which I'm like, you just kicked her out? Like, why are you...
Can you imagine just, like, waking up and she's just, like, watching TV and you're like, hey.
Let's bang.
Let's go. And he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here. I have a restraining order against you, but
also,
okay.
Down diggity down.
I mean, like, down to clown. Am I right? Let's go.
Down to clown. So, on the morning of March 1st, 2000, the police were called to John Price's address. That's the fiance of Katherine Knight. And we're going to insert some crime scene photos here and here.
And here and here.
Here's her home. Here's the crime scene. Blood covered the front door.
Front door, like on the inside or outside?
Outside.
Ooh, shit. Ooh.
Yeah. Police were alerted because neighbors were concerned that it was 6 a.m. and John had not left for work.
Also, can you imagine, like, going on a walk, like your morning walk, and looking over at your neighbor's house, and there's just, like, blood?
No,
Like,
and they're just all like, is
terrifying.
this, like, the Passover?
I like how
what's
it's, like,
happening?
Because she hasn't left for work yet. Not that there's just, like, blood covering her
I
entire
know, they're
front
like
door.
casually, like, that also could be wrong. It could be inside, but I think it was outside. We'll see.
Okay.
Anyway, so police found his body with Knight really close by, comatose from taking pills. She had stabbed Price with a butcher's knife, and he died from bleeding out. Knight then, later that night, when she had stabbed him, went to Aberdeen and withdrew $1,000 from Price's ATM account. She stabbed Price 37 times, with many of the wounds extending into vital organs. Knight then skinned him and hung the skin from a meat hook on the architrave of a door to the lounge room. She then decapitated him and cooked parts of his body, serving up the meat with baked potato, pumpkin, beetroot, zucchini, cabbage, yellow squash, and gravy in 2 settings at the dinner table, along with notes beside each plate, each having the name of one of Price's children on it. She was preparing to serve his body parts to his children.
What a tasteful meal. Thanksgiving dinner style.
Puts notes in front of it for his children. Like, literally, like, with their name, like, nameplates. Like, it's a wedding.
Of, like, a family reunion
yeah,
or something,
it's all like,
you know?
here you go, Peter. It's like, no, that's so
No.
fucking weird.
That's
like,
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's
so.
crazy. Whoa.
Okay,
I was
so
not
it gets even-
expecting that.
yeah.
Okay, but so, like, this was after they banged. This was after
Yeah.
the night.
She stabs him then after, and she's
Oh
all
my
like,
God.
let me serve
And
you
so-
up on a plate. Because I think the assumption is he wasn't going to get back together with her.
Right.
And I think she was like, I'm going to buy some black lingerie. He's going to get back with me.
Oh.
But if he doesn't, I know I'm going to kill him. But I mean, that's my
Also,
speculation.
So, like, if his skin, is that what you said?
Yeah,
His
she's
skin?
a butcher. So she works at a slaughterhouse. So, like, she literally does it the way you're supposed to do it when you kill an animal.
Did she skinned him?
Yeah.
She skinned him and then, okay, also.
And then
if it
cooked
was-
his meat.
She brought a butcher hook with her.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Because
she hung him on the architrave. So, like, the archway of a door.
it took me a second to, like, piece
Process
that together
that?
in my
Yeah,
head
no,
because
same.
that was a lot.
It's a lot. No,
that's
it goes
really
from
terrifying.
0 to, like, cannibalism in, like, 2 seconds.
Real quick.
So a third meal was thrown on the back lawn, and they're not quite sure, but they think it's because she tried to eat it, but then, like, could not. Price's head was found in a pot with vegetables. The pot was still warm. It was at 122 degrees Fahrenheit. The cooking had taken place that morning. So she had just done it when the police were coming in. And she claims that she has no memory of the crime.
She says she has no memory of doing it?
She says she has no memory. Police
Okay.
believe her on that. They
Okay.
think that she went into, like, a psychotic rage. And
I mean, that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Knight left a handwritten note on top of a photograph of Price, and it was covered in blood with small pieces of flesh. And it said, time got back Jonathan for rapping my daughter, which is raping my daughter. She misspells, like,
Oh.
everything.
Who? Jonathan, she says? Did
Her
he
fiance.
write? Did he?
No. None of
She-
this is substantiated.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't remember you saying that, but it could have been due to her like past.
I think that's what it
she might have
was.
been blaming him.
Yes.
For, okay.
So, you to Beck, Beck is Price's daughter, for Ross, for Little John, who is his son. Now play with Little John's dick, John Price. All the accusations in the note were found to be groundless. So, obviously, she's arrested.
She's crazy.
She's
crazy.
super arrested. They're like,
Yeah.
you did this.
Yeah.
So she originally offers to plead guilty to manslaughter, and they're like, no. Why would we let you plead guilty to manslaughter? You're insane. So that was rejected. And she was arraigned on the 2nd of March, 2001. She entered a plea of not guilty.
Hun.
The team had planned to defend Knight by claiming she had amnesia and dissociative disorder, a claim that was supported by psychiatrists, but she was considered totally sane. Besides that, her team put in a request that she be allowed to avoid hearing some of the facts during the sentencing.
No.
So, like, the cannibalism part and, like, cooking him, that application was totally refused.
Yeah.
So when the prosecution took the stand to describe the skinning and decapitation, Knight became hysterical and had to be sedated. Justice O'Keefe presided over the case. On the 8th of November, he stated that she had a total lack of remorse. She was sentenced to life in prison with a refusal to fix a non-parole period. And he ordered that her papers be marked never to be released, the first time that had ever been imposed on a woman in all of Australian history.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl.
So Knight then appealed this life sentence. She was like, no. But that was super dismissed by the New South Wales Court of Criminal Appeals in September of 2006. Justice Peter McClellan stated, this was an appalling crime almost beyond contemplation in civilized society, claiming that she should never, ever in her life be released.
Yeah. See, it makes me start thinking of like the whole nature versus nurture thing, because I know people who are borderline, who have sexual abuse histories, who are very highly functional.
They're not going to kill someone.
Not fucking crazy at all. Mm-mm. So it's like, no. Okay, no.
And I can like put a stat right here, but essentially it's like only like I think 20% of serial killers or mass killers are considered clinically unstable. So like most people that actually commit heinous crimes like this are not clinically mentally ill. Yeah. She would be considered clinically mentally ill. Yeah. Obviously, psychiatrists agree. Yeah. She had a dissociative episode. Yeah. But that it's not that being borderline or having a mental illness
is what made her do it.
You do that. Being mentally ill has no connection at all to crimes like this or any crime whatsoever.
No. I mean, fucking everyone has a mental illness. Like, I disassociate all the time. Like, people are borderline. People are bipolar.
I have depression, and anxiety. I'm not going to go stab someone.
No, because I'm like, I
can't get out of bed in the morning.
I don't feel real. I'm going to go stab someone. Like,
no, like, I can't even get out of bed sometimes in the morning. I don't think I'm going to go on a murder spree. No. That doesn't seem realistic to me.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's Katherine Knight. How'd I do?
Oh my God. You killed it.
I killed it. Oh my God, I killed it.
So that's it. That's the show. Is this a show? Is it a show? Series? YouTube something. I'm really, really excited. Yeah. Maybe we should talk about it for a second. Do you wanna?
Let's do it.
I mean, we've been working on this pretty consistently for the past couple of months or so. Yeah. Something that just kind of came up and then it happened. Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah. And I'm super excited. We're doing the thing, which is crazy because I'm really good at procrastinating things, but Kaitlyn's really good on being on top of things, so it kind of works.
It meshes. She has the creative mind. I have the
she does all the scheduling and she has all the agendas and stuff.
I'm her secretary.
Thanks to Jason, my boyfriend.
Yes.
He did the research on the lighting for us. This is his camera. It's his tripod.
He's our intern.
He's our unpaid intern.
No, he's more than her. He's our boss.
He's recording. He's like, I know, right? He's like, we can just sit here and talk forever, but he's the one who's actually making
this happen.
Connecting our labs, using the interface. Jason does it all because we know nothing. We know nothing.
Dummies.
We don't.
The only thing we know is true crime.
We just like to talk. We just like to hear ourselves talk and take selfies with our stage makeup on. That's pretty much all we like to do. So. Also, Ashlyn Tollefsrud, she did our awesome logo. She's an amazing artist, and I will link all of her stuff. I will link all of Jason's stuff because he is actually a music producer and he's beautiful. And I'm talking too much, but we can edit.
Let's put it in the description below. All of the thanks. Then here's all of our social media things.
Right now we have Instagram. I'm sure we will have Twitter and Facebook soon. And please, just if you have any specific crimes or paranormal, folklore, etc., let us know.
We're open to
cults.
Things outside of
cults.
Did someone say cult?
What?
We love a good cult. But anyway, if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment down below.
This has been so much fun. I'm so excited, y'all.
Like, subscribe, hit the push notification bell icon so that you get updates whenever we post a new video. And
yeah. Okay, thanks guys.
Bye.